Hello everyone, Carlos Flores, back on basics. So, before we begin this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel at Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so you can get notified of any new video that comes on board. If you have a topic, suggestion, comment, feedback, or if you want me to give you my take on any topic or any questions, put it in the comment section, and I'll be more than happy to do so. Let me adjust my camera right quick. If you want to connect with me on other social media outlets, by all means you can do so. On Facebook, you can type in Carlos Flores Jr. On Instagram or X, you can actually type in @BackOnBasics. And on Threads, you can also type in @BackOnBasics. So, let's talk about visualizing success, because that's an important thing. Remember, we've been talking about the brain, we've been talking about the mind, we've been talking about muscle memory, right? We've been talking about if you do it, if you think it, you do it, and if you do it, you think it, right? It's a two-way street. So visualizing yourself achieving your goal helps you get motivated, right? If for some reason, and I'll give you an example, right? If for some reason getting education, getting a degree is something that is one of your goals and that you're trying to achieve. So what you do is you go to that university. You sit where the graduation is going to happen. The classes that you're going to take are going to happen. So that way you can see yourself doing that. So you can see yourself going to school. If learning a trade is what you want to do, right? You visualize yourself as a whatever it is that you want to be. A plumber, a automotive engineer, they could be anything, right? You can be a barber, you can be a stylistician, you can be a designer, anything. Put yourself in those places and visualize yourself being the things that you want to do, the jobs that you want to do. Because if you don't, then it's going to take you a little bit longer. It's not going to motivate you as much. Remember, there's other things that I've said in other videos, like for example, doing the things that you want to do and the things that you have to do, right? And my recommendation is 3 of the things that you want to do to 1 thing that you have to do. And that equals, to me, in my opinion, motivation for you to do it again, and you do it again, and you do it again, so that way you can be successful and you can get to your goals and dreams. Another thing that I want you to visualize as well is how to chunk your goal. Let's say your goal is a big goal that takes about a year, or you think that it's going to take 2 years or 3 years. You chunk it into smaller sections. And what happens is you'll be chunking these goals into smaller sessions. So that way you'll be able to complete this section, take a rest, or celebrate what you've done, and then move on to the next one. And you do the same thing, right? You complete that section, you celebrate your achievement, and then what you do is you move to the next one, and so on and so on. And so eventually, the power of compounding will add everything up. And instead of doing an entire long goal, it's going to take you a lot of motivation and a lot of willpower and a lot of utilizing your support system. It'll be chunked into smaller sections. So that way, it won't be as much. Even if you get motivation, even if you get different things from it, it'll be chunked into smaller, manageable sessions. So that way you'll be able to do so. So again, visualize yourself getting into a new job. Visualize yourself earning that goal. Visualize yourself making sure that you're getting to what you want to get to, because it's important. Remember, muscle memory builds a lot of stamina. And what do I mean with that? Is that the more you do, the more you repeat, the more you do things that will get you mind focused, then your body will follow. And then the physical aspects takes over. And so then you're motivated not only in your mind, but you're also focused in the body as well. And so, again, visualizing yourself already achieving your goal, it's an excellent way to do it. It's an excellent way to say, this is where I want to be. This is where I want to work, right? Some people in the past, what happens is if they want to work for a certain company, they go and visit and take a tour of the company. If the company allows you to take a tour, you want to see where people work. You want to see how people work. You want to see how those people at work, at the potential work that you're going to have, you want to see them, whether they're happy, whether they're sad, whether they're tired, whether they're motivated, whether they or do a lot of things. There's some companies like, for example, Facebook or Google or whoever, that they give you extra perks for working for them, right? You can take naps in one of their napping chairs. They provide cafeteria and they provide a gym. There's so many different perks to choose from. That's why they are choosy and hiring new employees. But if you go there and if you're able to take a tour of that and you see it, right? And you see what's happening, you see the different things, the different perks, how the working stations work, how things are done, then that'll drive you. That'll drive you forward. Another aspect that I've said before in another video is this: create a dream board. A dream board is very important because it's a visual aspect. Remember, we're processing, right? We're creating muscle memory here. If we do something with a dream board, you'll be able to see your steps to your goal or your actual goal, right? For me right now, I'm actually I was actually at 2:15, and so I haven't had dinner yet. Don't know where I'm at right now, but I'm actually, today in the morning, I was at 2:15. My goal, and this is in winter time, we're going into fall and then into winter. My goal is to get to 2:05. 2:05. And then afterwards, of course, I have my stretch goal that I will get to 200. Why? Because it'll make me healthier. It will making me feel a different way. My mind will be focused in a different way. And again, right, I will use the power of compounding victories so that way I can move forward and reach the goal and eventually the stretch goal. Because I want to get to 205. I want to get to 200. And so that's my stretch goal. I don't want to be like Santa Claus because a lot of the years, last year was the only year that I wasn't as big as I have been in the last few years. I mean, other times I have been Santa. I mean, I was like 260, 265. Then last year I said, no, I'm going to go against the grain. I'm going to do the things that I have to do and that I want to do. And guess what I did? 3-1, right? 3 things that I want to do, 1 thing that I have to do. And you know what? That worked for me. That's what I'm telling you. I'm giving you suggestions. I'm giving you my perspective because I've tried it and I have done it. But here's the thing, right? And you know this from my previous videos. You are the one that decides which suggestion, which thing to work, which one is going to work for you. So you try it. And if it doesn't work, great. You have other suggestions that you didn't choose before. You still have options. It's sometimes people, we think that it's doom and gloom, that we're not going to be able to get to our goals, or we're not going to be able to get to our dreams. But you know what? If you focus, if you have that emotional balance, if you focus enough on the future, if you put yourself in that success, if you visualize, right, your success, if you put it in a dream board, if you write it with non-permanent ink, right, on the, or like lipstick or whatever type of pencils or colored pencils that you can write on the mirror so it can remind you every time you're brushing your teeth, every time I'm shaving, I can see, oh, I need to get to this goal. I want to get to this goal. I'm going to get to this goal. Chunking larger goals into smaller sections. That's a great way to get to your goals. All of that, right? Starts with you visualizing yourself getting your goal, achieving your goal. Start by doing that. It's kind of like there's a theory in psychology that says you begin with the end in mind and then you move backwards mentally. You start with the end in mind and then you move backwards. And so what I'm suggesting is for you to begin visualizing what will it look like when you reach the goal that you have chosen to complete, that you have chosen to achieve. How will that look like? How will that be working? How will that help you get to where you want to get to, right? And so again, visualize it. Visualize it because you can do it. I know you can do it. I'm here for you. I'm part of your support system. I don't know how many times I'm going to tell you. I think I'm going to tell you in every single video that I'm part of your support system. If you will have a question, if you have a comment or a feedback, you put it in the comment section. You join my social media. You connect with me over other social media outlets, and you ask me a private question. Simple. But again, it starts with you. It starts with you being motivated. It starts with you visualizing the journey. Starts with you visualizing the end point, your goal. So get to it. Write down what you want to do, right? Check it every 6 months. Check your goals every 6 months. Check that progress. Connect with your support system so that way you know what things you need to adapt, what things you need to course correct. And in the end, keep on visualizing yourself getting to that goal because you will get to that goal. Because remember what I said, you don't know how close you are to getting to your goal. I don't want you to regret it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want you to regret it because you're so close, but because it's taking a little bit longer than you thought, you give up. You don't want to do that. Move forward. Move forward, right? Move forward. And so, again, the power of visualizing your goals is important. So remember, right? I started about a year ago. It's close to a year now. When I started at 265. I started with 4 subscribers to my YouTube channel. I want to thank the 382 or 83 subscribers. I mean, it changes. It changes from time to time. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. We're building a community. We're building a steady community. We're making sure that we're listening to or watching these videos. If you have a topic, just let me know. If you have a question, just let me know. And again, I'm here for you. There's not going to be any paid videos that are like top of the line or secrets. They're all top of the line. For me, all of these topics are top of the line, and that's what they're going to be free forever. Again, get to where you want to get to by visualizing yourself achieving your goal. Till next time, back on basics.